This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try one of their delicious breakfast sandwiches or grilled breakfast burritos. Don't forget to snag a gift card for stocking stuffers and bring your family in from out of town. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Kingdom Sports Minute with Ron Brown.
There is great pressure on the quarterback who's on a final drive down the field, which will produce victory or defeat. It's funny, over the years, I've seen pressure on one quarterback where he displays great panic. I've seen similar pressure on another quarterback who displays great poise. That's leadership. The Bible speaks about pressure often. Deuteronomy chapter 20 reveals a code for Israeli military soldiers as to determine which were qualified to fight from which should just go home. It was all based on fear levels in their hearts. Verse 8 reveals that fear in some of the men would influence fear in the others. So the fearful were sent home. Verse 9 reminds us that it would be from the courageous that captains and leaders would be revealed and launched. Proverbs 24:10 says, if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Great leadership in Christ is biblically trained through the study of God's word and suffering.
Visit kingdomsports.online.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all-natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
It's that magical time of year, but amidst the festivities, you should celebrate your health too. With all the delicious treats and holiday cheer, it's easy to let healthy habits slip. But just a few simple choices can help you enjoy the season without the stress of extra pounds. Make time for physical activity, eat in moderation, and focus on your well-being. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska to learn more. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Early break. He brings them in and teaches them how to be Santa Claus.
So what do you do if like a 16-year-old wants to sit on the lap? What do you do? There's a protocol.
What do we do? How do we handle it? Not
you
so
stand.
fast.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I'm going to stand up next to you.
Clause, but not approved. Right.
Bunch of college girls.
Right. No. Becomes no.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson of Peter Ferguson BHS LLC on December 29th. And good to be back in studio with the man on the ones and twos as always. Harrison, how you doing today?
Doing fantastic. There's no Chicago Bears, so I don't got to worry about that. I'm wearing my classic Bears sweatshirt here, and the color's pretty much faded. On par with the Bears season here. It's been tough.
It was a rough night for you. I heard the dialogue a little bit earlier, so that my thoughts are with you. I guess
I almost felt like I needed to write an apology for anybody who watched that game. That was a bad one. Like even for Seahawks standards, that's like one of those games where Seahawks went off and won. I don't think they even felt very good about it.
No, nobody could feel good about that. But season's almost over. Got two games left in the regular season. I know all those people playing fantasy football for entertainment purposes only is coming to a close. It's playoff times, or if not, their season's concluded because a lot of people are they're sitting the last bit of the season and everything like that. This last week, so I appreciate you doing a replay. Got to listen. Had a little bit of a road trip down to Dallas, Texas, and made a commitment to myself a couple of years ago to take in a game each year, and almost didn't do it this year.
I know.
We had talked about that. I was supposed to go to the Monday night debacle against the Bengals, and at that point in time said, you know what, I'm not going to make it, and went down with the family, 18 hours total round trip, and glad we took it in. Went with the daughter, wife, got to see the Tampa Bay game, and actually was a great game. I was surprised. The Cowboys came out and actually played CeeDee Lamb's last game, but in person, I mean, he's just a straight out freak. They competed, they played well, great atmosphere. I got to meet some fans. That's one of the irritants of my family, is I like to find questionable people and get my picture taken with them. But Tony Dungy was there, Sunday Night Football, so got up and close and personal with that. So it was a fun experience, fun opportunity. Glad I got to do that and spend that time. And it was I don't know what today is going to look like. I think they're 7.5-point underdogs against the Eagles without a starting quarterback. But enough of that talk. For you, how did Christmas and the holidays go for you?
It's fantastic. I was telling Jeff and Nicole this. I'm not terribly seasoned yet, but 25 years old. I'm getting to the
you
age
said
where
not terribly seasoned yet. Yeah. Thanks for throwing that in there.
I'm at that point where it's just good to come home and everybody's healthy, because my parents are still plenty young. I hope I got plenty of Christmases left, but I am getting to that age now where I say this all the time, but it does ring true, especially the older you get. When you get the entire family there, and everybody's not only there but also in good health. It's easy to take those times for granted when there's no stress or chaos. But it was a great time. Had prime rib. My parents killed it, as always, with the prime rib.
You bring any leftovers? That's the question. You keep talking about this, and I was like, no leftovers come to the station.
No way the leftovers leaving my apartment either. That stuff's definitely going to dive in probably today and watch more NFL. But no, the cooking was good. Again, with this age, I was happy to get some new socks. Restock that again. No, it was good to see everybody. How about you, Pete?
Good. It was good. Hey, and I also wanted to do this. I had to bring you something back, and so. That being said, I want to turn that over to you. You saw one of the gifts already on air when I was told I hijacked the Fitness Fanatic show. So I'm going to let you go ahead and display those. We had to, you got to go ahead and show our viewing audience some of the items that we got you.
Let me find the camera here. This is the first one that Pete had the audacity to wave outside the ticket window.
I need to get you something from a winning team this year. I mean, there's some Husker stuff too that I could have gotten, but I didn't know. Now this one originally, as I got it, I just, I won't say my first thought was you, but it was one of those things where I was like, my wife was like, kids can't wear that to school. And so I was like, okay, so who can wear it somewhere? And I was like, hey, they can wear it to the ticket, to 93.7 The Ticket. So right there, that's one item right there. I wanted to.
And for those listening on the air, I'm holding up a Nike T-shirt with the state of Texas and the Nike logo on it, and it says "State of Savages" underneath. That'll definitely get us used here at the ticket.
I figure that's got to work for you. Then the last one is a staple. Oh, there's a couple things there. You don't have to worry about the food and everything like that. It's from our household, some specialties, but we had to make a stop at the ever going Buc-ee's gas station coming to Kansas City here soon. So like I said, I had to go ahead and treat you to that, some new gear. It wasn't what the fashionistas came in and told us we should be wearing on earth tones. I couldn't find anything like that.
Yeah, they might, maybe the State of Savages t-shirts got a little bit of earth tones on there. No, I appreciate it. Merry Christmas, Pete.
No.
Absolutely awesome. And have yet to go to a Buc-ee's. I got the t-shirt and I actually have to go on one. I hear it's like essentially a mall.
It basically, we went on the way down, on the way back. My vice is the sour balls. Is the Buc-ee's sour balls.
What is that?
It's just basic candy. It's just chewable candy. And I think I went through 3 bags. So I don't want to tell Jeff and Nicole what my eating habits look like, but I got 3 bags left. But the flavored sour balls is like my vice at that place. So I don't know where it came from, but my cholesterol, blood pressure, all is up.
Yeah, it feels like they got a few interesting concoctions there. Real quick before, I know we got some great guests in the studio as well. I do want to give quick programming notes. Speaking of it, I got the Cowboys towel waving around for the game as well. We do got NFL taking over on the brick and mortar at 11:30, but streams will go on. We'll switch it over to that Ticket app as well. So if you got the Ticket app, just tune that in, or Facebook, YouTube, X, and Owl channel 961 if you got Allo Cable.
Hey, before we, kind of transition, I do want to just offer some condolences in all seriousness to a scholar. It was Gavin Reisbeck, who happened to pass away tragically on Christmas Eve. He's from Ravenna. He was a scholar athlete, well known in the area, also across the state for just from football. It just recently came out, I believe, got some all-state mentions and things to that effect, but died in a car accident on Christmas Day. And so I know that community is dealing with that, as well as the athletic community, just well as just scholar community around the state. So want to offer condolences to the Ravenna community, but also just his family and those who were touched by him. I know the team played, I believe, the night after, maybe the 26th or the 27th, and that was posted. And one of the statements is just we played the games because we just wanted to remember being kids. And I know that was hard. They got a victory, but when we talk about things being bigger than the score, that truly is something that puts things in perspective. So know the holidays isn't always easy for people in general, but with that, having a loss on a day like that, which is about celebration, makes it even harder. So again, thoughts and from not only just myself and the show, but also 93.7 The Ticket out to that community for their recent loss.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. We kind of, even talked about it, Jeff, having one of the Christmas here now without his brother.
Yeah.
Thoughts, prayers to everybody out there, especially around the holidays. It's really a great time for some people. For others, going to bring up really hard times. So appreciate everybody out there, and hope you had a Merry Christmas. If not, thoughts and prayers out there for everyone.
So kind of as we said, we got guests in house and lighten the mood. And, I'm really appreciative of these 4 individuals. And I'm going to start off with a little bit of humor. I don't know if they're all football fans or not, but I am going to have to say that the best bowl game, I know people are going to say the Pinstripe Bowl because the Huskers won, but I am going to have to say the best one by far from a marketing standpoint. Competition wise, there wasn't really any defense, but I stayed tuned in for the entire game was the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that they need to build up to that the entire year using the stuff that they did on that. And so I don't know if our scholars are familiar with that, but you saw a game. So what I need to know is, what is your favorite Pop-Tart? We'll introduce you in a minute. We'll say your name, say who you are, and then just tell us your favorite Pop-Tart. We're sharing some mics, so get up right next to the mic and tell us your favorite Pop-Tart.
My favorite Pop-Tart is probably going to be the strawberry one with the white icing and the little sprinkles over it.
Okay, I like that. Now tell us who you are.
My name is Ziana.
Okay, Ziana, thank you on that. All right, next up.
My name is Jacob, and my favorite Pop-Tart would probably be s'mores.
Ooh, the s'mores one. All right. Emily, we'll start with you, and then we'll go ahead and introduce our next guest. Go ahead.
My name is Emily Koopman, and my favorite Pop-Tart is Mike flavored. I'm just kidding. My favorite Pop-Tart is probably like the all fudge one. There's like fudge on the inside, fudge on the outside. That's my favorite Pop-Tart for sure.
Okay, fantastic. And you'll shift that mic on over to our next guest right here. Sorry, that's probably how you had it.
My favorite Pop-Tart is probably s'mores, and my name is Jamila.
Fantastic. Well, as we said, and I got to go with you, Harrison. What's your favorite?
I suppose no one said Wildberry.
Ooh,
Wildberry is fantastic. That's like the purple and the
yeah.
I don't know, like turquoise. I don't know my color.
It was putting on a show last night. The Wildberry one was putting on a show. It was the one that the hurricane was like. It was like like eating the Wildberry one. They were like, and he was hoping he wasn't going to get toasted. And the scene before, like the reincarnation, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
that video.
The production value of the Pop-Tart Bowl was not something I anticipated. I thought it was like, okay, this is a cool marketing idea. Oh, okay, they made the trophy like into a working, basically a working Pop-Tart maker. Yeah. Very cool. It works and everything. And then now they're getting into like WWE storylines almost. So I wasn't anticipating it, but the storyline of the Pop-Tart Bowl is just as good as all the marketing they've been doing behind it.
Well, with that being said, from a marketing standpoint, this is one of the reasons I have known about the BCC. I've known about, Miss Koopman as the scholars reference and refer to her, but I've known Emily for a period of time when I was less seasoned and wanted to bring her in, but also showcase many of the scholars she works with. And so Emily Koopman is the executive director at the BCC. And Emily, you've been on before, but in a different capacity, really talking about the youth rally. Really want you to maybe share again a little bit about who you are, who's in your family, and then just share a little bit about the BCC and who you have with you.
Absolutely. So again, my name is Emily Koopman. I'm the executive director at the Belmont Community Center, and I have 3 of our BCC scholars here. And I have known Pete for over half my life.
Wow.
Just to put a reference mark on that seasoned comment, And I've been in Lincoln. I grew up in Raymond, came here for my undergraduate degree here in Lincoln, went to Chicago for a little while, came back. I have one 9-year-old son, Max. So, hey, Max, shout out to Max. He was not ready. He's also a BCC scholar. And, but I don't know if we were ready to take on the radio together. So I think my mom mode would have came out a little too hard. And then my parents are here in the community. Dr. Ann Koopman is at Doane University, and my dad is retired, living his best life at this point. So,
and he was a longtime educator for Lincoln Public Schools?
Yep. He spent the last part of his career in education in Lincoln Public Schools as a band teacher. Big band guy. I saw, speaking of bowl games, I saw a post today that said, normalize thanking the band after a bowl game. One of the coaches said that. Yeah.
K-State
and I said, okay, yes, we love that.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. So tell us, before you introduce the scholars that you have with us, tell us, for those that may not know, what the Belmont Community Center is, and BCC, kind of its, I want to say, legacy in the community. And I think sometimes it gets confused with Belmont School and the Belmont Rec Center.
Right, absolutely. So the Belmont Community Center has been in the community since 1937. The building we're in currently was built in 1955, and it was really built off the generosity of Lincolnites. We have old school Rolodexes of bricklayers who donated hours and electricians who donated hours. And again, the community just raised the funds and built this building that we're in right here in the Belmont community. And like Pete said, we kind of have this Belmont campus set up we're over on 14th and Superior area. And so you got Educare, you got the school, you have the rec center. Inside the rec center is Aging Partners and the community center and the Community Learning Center. And then down the hill is us, the Belmont Community Center. And we have this silver domed roof. That's what I tell people to look for. Look for the silver domed roof.
Just kind of like AT&T Stadium. That's another Cowboys drop. Sorry.
And so, and the community center has always served a wide variety of purposes in the community. I mean, we have been the branch library before Isley was built up there on 14th and Superior. We have youth programs, 2 preschool classrooms, before and after school programs, and summer programs. We have a gym and a baseball field that the community uses, as well as a meeting room. AA meets there twice a week. We serve meals on the weekends. I mean, there's just always a lot going on. And the best part of the community center is we can really just adapt to what our community needs, or what they're talking about, and what they are looking for in their community, and how to create connection and trust. So
awesome. So talk a little bit about the 3 scholars that you have here. We're going to have them introduce themselves, but just, obviously it's about young people. And the center, you talked about the donations and the donors, but there's no space without youth
Yeah,
in that space. So tell us a little bit about the 3 that you have here, and then we're gonna maybe as you talk about one, maybe we'll have them introduce themselves, share about their name, maybe where they go to school, and then who's in their family.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start way on the left then. We got Ziana over here. She is in 4th grade, and she has been coming to the community center, what do you think, maybe 2 to 3 years at least?
Yeah, I've been going to the Belmont Community Center since 1st grade. So
Wow, she's an OG of the center.
That's
then.
right.
Well, Ziana, tell us a little bit. Tell us your first, last name, and then tell us who's in your family.
my first name is Ziana, my last name is Barbie, and some people that are in my family, she is right over there by Emily. Her name is Jamila, and then I have an older sister named Tyara. My mom's name is Sierra, and that's pretty much it.
Got any pets?
Used to.
Used to. Okay. We won't go into the history, but what did you have?
I had a fish.
A fish. Okay. I won't tell you the story about my fish, but got a fish. Tell us one thing that's special about the BCC to you.
Something that's special about the BCC is probably like how it's so like historical. Like it's been there since like 1955, and that like people from like our generation still like it's still up, and like people like from our generation still gets to go there, and it's just so crazy how it's been there since 1955 to 2024.
Wow. That's right there. Put that on a promo. That's fantastic. All right, Emily, you got another guest. I want to give an intro. You're giving the walk up for Jacob here.
All right. Well, everyone, this is Jacob Los, one member of 7 boys in his family.
Ooh.
7 boys. So shout out to Angie Los.
Okay.
And Jacob, I will say confidently that Jacob is one of the best basketball players we have in the BCC. He's always in there shooting. He's always in there practicing. And I have seen him make more 3-point shots than I can achieve, which is, the bar is low for me, but the bar is high for Jacob. So
right. Jacob, go ahead. Speaking of that mic, tell us who you are and tell us who your family is.
My name is Jacob. My last name is Los. And I, like Emily said, I have 7 brothers. I have 2 younger ones, Isaiah and Elijah. And I have 4 older brothers, Benjamin, Joshua, Caleb, and Colin. And Colin lives in California, and he's visiting, and he's leaving on Tuesday.
Okay. And what about folks? What about adults in your household?
Oh, I have my mom, Angie, and my dad, Brian.
All right. And any pets?
Nope.
Or is there any? I would say I don't think there's room for any pets. I think your parents are like, if you say we have a pet, we don't know about it. It might be one of the siblings. Fantastic. So same question we asked earlier. What is something special to you about the BCC?
They're always so getting together and stuff by a lot of stuff with like giving out meals on Thanksgiving, like I help with.
Awesome. Fantastic. And so we've got one other guest, Emily. Quickly, I'm going to have you introduce her, and then we're going to have her talk right after break.
Okay. Well, right after break, we will cut to Jamila, the younger sister of Ziana, and hear more about their family and all the awesome things the Barbie girls can do.
Awesome. Fantastic. So stay with us on 93.7 The Ticket, bigger than the score.
And actually, real quick, Pete, I want to get this from text line out before we throw it to break here. And then 402-464-5685. Everybody who does want to text in once we go to NFL on the brick and mortar. But I thought this was a good text. I want to read it before we go to break here. Unknown texter. I grew up directly behind the rec center in my family. Rented it out every Thanksgiving for many years. I have very fond memories. Thanks for all you do. So appreciate that from the unknown texter there. And again, I encourage all you guys to join in through the text line as we continue our programming here. So with that being said, we'll throw it to break. Bigger than the score here. Still got 2 segments on the other side. We'll talk to you then.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them?
By their clothes,
Their age?
the way they speak. Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Cyber threats are everywhere. When is the last time you stopped to think about how you're protecting your business from potential data breaches, phishing scams, or ransomware? It's time to make cybersecurity a priority for your business. At Hamilton, our unmatched expertise and cutting-edge technology goes beyond basic defense, providing proactive, tailored solutions that keep your data, network, and digital assets protected. Better protection, better cybersecurity with Hamilton. Visit our website at hamiltonisbusiness.com to learn more.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1003769, $395 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 due at signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson BHS LLC, and joined as always on the ones and twos with Harrison, who is making it happen as always. I know, thanks for those who are joining in and staying with us. I know the mothership, so to speak, switched over to the Cowboys-Eagles games, which kicks off at noon, so you still have time to get your pregame show with us. That will lead you up to a Cowboys victory.
Yeah, and then much better pregame show. There's actually things at stake here for us. There's not much left at stake for the Cowboys.
Wow. That's slight from a Bears fan, but always much love shown as general. But we've got 4 phenomenal scholars or I won't say, well, we do scholars, so to speak, since Emily threw that I'm more seasoned out there. But we've got 3 scholars representing the BCC and the executive director here in house, Emily Koopman. And as we left, Emily was introducing the scholars, and we've got 1 left. And so we sometimes say save the best for last. So Emily, go ahead and hype us up for the final scholar that we have.
All right. Coming up is Jamila Barbie, little sister of Ziana Barbie over here. These Barbie girls have the best personality. All right. They are always chatting it up and hanging out with their friends and have new ideas for the center for adults and for peers. And so I'm excited for Jamila to introduce herself.
So Jamila, your sister told us a little bit about herself, but tell us who you are. And then again, tell us who's in your family.
My name is Jamila Barbie, and who is in my family is my mom and Ziana and my older sister Tyara, and then that's it.
Oh. You got to give a shout out.
Okay, I give a shout out to Capri Harrell.
Okay, and who's Capri?
That's my other mom.
Okay, fantastic. Awesome. So gave a shout out to Capri. And then who is somebody at the BCC? Since, kind of they gave family and everything else, who's somebody at the BCC or a person or two that you want to give a shout out to? 2 scholars, 2 young people, and then another adult.
Liliana.
Okay.
And Adelina.
Okay, and what's one adult there that does good things at the BCC? You got a teacher, instructor? You can just say Miss Emily if you want.
Miss Emily.
All right, fantastic. So we want to kind of go on advice. And so we always ask scholars about advice. And so Emily, you, as the director, you have staff. And so I know you do the programming, but day in and day out, there's individuals that kind of, manage the day-to-day stuff, direct programming or direct interaction with the scholars. What is advice that you give to them that you want to see when the scholars not only come in, but also when they leave the center? What's some advice that you give to them?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of just staff and staff culture and what we try to build at the community center is just that. It's community. It feels so big, but it truly is so simple. We focus a lot on relationship building with students, with each other, with families, with partners. Like I said, we have a little campus of a lot of organizations. So my advice to staff all the time is just to continue building connections, seeing people in their strengths and their talents, and finding ways for people to connect with their strengths and talents within the community. And sometimes that means just playing with your friends, and sometimes that means volunteering to hand out Thanksgiving baskets, and sometimes that means coming to an evening meeting about community development or whatever we're doing in this space. So I really encourage that for in-house in the program all day, every day, and then to take that with you into the future.
Awesome. So Jacob, what's a piece of advice that you've received, whether it be at the BCC or just from parents or an educator, that you are like, man, that was really good. That was really good. I wish other people would get that piece of advice.
Some advice that I've heard is that you have to do good in school and have fun at the same time, because that can really do something to your future of going into middle school and high school. Like, it could get you into college too.
Awesome. So Jacob, what's something you talked about your future? So I'm a little bit interested. What is something you want to do in the future?
I want to get on like a basketball team, like a better basketball team, like in college and high school and maybe in the NBA.
Awesome. So us being a sports talk show, okay, the overall station, who is your favorite either college or pro team?
The Warriors.
Ooh, okay. Good pick. We're gonna bounce to Ziana. What about you? What's a piece of advice that you've received, and that you feel like, man, I got this. I need to give this to other people.
Like, to make sure that you're following the rules, but like kind of what Jacob said, but you're also having fun, but you have to make sure that you're also getting educated well, and that you're like making sure that like you're not goofing around, because it can really determine on, like, you can have fun, but it can really determine your future to when you go to college and stuff. So just like you have to be like intelligent, but you can also have fun and goof around, but you have to do it at the right time.
I like that, intelligent, but also have fun. But you just have to know the times to be able to do that. Same thing I asked Jacob, kind of, you talked about your future as well. Like, what is something that you see for yourself in your future?
Well, what I see for myself in my future is like, maybe I wanted to be a teacher, or maybe like a singer or something like that.
Okay. Favorite singer?
Favorite singer. Probably Benson Boone.
Benson?
I'm unfamiliar with that.
If you heard the song, you would know.
Okay.
If you heard the song,
We're
you'd
gonna look that
okay.
up, because I was like, that caught both of us a little bit off guard, because I was looking for kind of the standard. So okay, we're gonna look that up during the break. All right. So Jamila, give us a piece of advice that you have had, because you're in second grade, right? So give us a second grade piece of advice that would be good for adults.
Keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work. Why is that important? Okay. But keeping up the good work. So when do you do that? Like, you've done that a lot of times. So give us an example of when you've done that. Give us the time you've kept up good work.
At school.
At school? Okay. Love that. So kind of going back to Emily, we talked about a little bit about advice that, we give to young people. We oftentimes talk about advice we give to adults and scholars in the community. What is just a unique aspect of the BCC that people wouldn't know just by driving by and looking at it? It's kind of unassuming. It's people would say maybe quaint or has different definitions, but it's just a staple. It's just a mainstay in the community, as we heard from the text, that came in before break. So what is something unique about the BCC that people wouldn't know if they didn't come through those doors and sit down for a minute and just take in kind of the hustle and bustle of things that are going on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people, again, like you said, it's kind of unassuming. You kind of drive by and you go, oh, I wonder what that is with the weird roof. But people wouldn't know that the community center was started by retired Doane College professors, right? So it was started by people who cared about education, who cared about youth, and who cared about community. You wouldn't know that over 900 unduplicated people, 900 different people, whether we're throwing block parties or hosting AA meetings or hosting basketball leagues in the evenings. Over 900 people are in and out of our building throughout the year. And we're serving over 90 kids every day in that facility. And we've grown. I think that's another thing people don't know. Again, there's just so many generations of people who have been through the community center. But things are really growing at the community center, even within just these last couple of years. We've been able to grow our full-time staff from 2 to 6 and just better serve the programs, better serve the people, better collaborate with the people is really, truly what we're doing.
Awesome. And so obviously it brings joy to a lot of different individuals, whether it be seniors to whether young people, or just the community, some of the individuals who actually never walked through the door, but they're being impacted by the center.
Absolutely.
So with that, Jamila, I want to ask you, what is something that brings you joy? What's something that brings you joy, that makes you happy?
Playing with my friends.
Okay, so playing with your friends. What's something you do with your friends?
Do melt beads.
Okay, tell us what that is.
It's like little things that look like rectangles, but they're not, but they're just like this. But then there's like little tweezers, and then you could put them on a sharp thing, and then when you're done with it, you can make anything with whatever you want, and then when you're done with it, you have to iron it.
Okay, like that. Me and Harrison are going to see if we can get one of those later on. Okay,
you guys know what she's talking about, though, right? The little boards where you put the little beads
on
it,
and then you press them down.
Yes, those are still going strong. In case anybody out there wonders if melt beads are still, I think they're technically called perler beads.
Okay,
but so they are going strong, and kids love to do melt beads.
It's the holiday gift that keeps on giving. So generation after generation. Ziana, what about you? What's something that brings you joy? I can see pretty much everything with that smile that you've had since you sat down is the thing that brings you. But what is something that brings you joy?
Something that brings me joy is probably my family and food.
Okay. You talked about that a little bit earlier. Tell us what kind of food. We're foodies here. So tell us what kind of food, if it got brought into the studio today that you're like, yeah, that's a smile. We're about to throw down.
Probably some donuts, cookies, pizza. What else? Probably some,
She was talking about some orange chicken on the way here. She sure was.
I was going to say, so you had the full meal. You said the donuts, and then you went from donuts to the pizza. So I like that. All right, Jacob, what about you? What's something that brings you joy?
Like doing the things I love, like mostly basketball.
Okay.
And friends and family.
Okay. What aspect about like your friends and family like make you smile?
How they like to play with me. Like if I'm just doing something by myself, they would probably just come up to me and like want to play outside with me.
Okay. So all of you have talked about the importance of relationships, and that's one of the things we use as the foundation here. Relationships absolutely matter. And so I want to go back to you, Ziana, or Emily. I'm going to have you lead into that. Why are relationships so important for the Belmont, the BCC community?
Relationships are ways in which we're just all building trust with one another. And that is so beautiful and something so needed. I can't even overstate the importance of building trust with one another. And then also it's a feel good, like Jacob was saying, it feels good to do things alongside people. It feels good to play outside with others. It feels good to participate in your favorite activities, whether it's melt beads or eating, to do that with other people. And so, yeah, that's what I'm saying is just relationships and friendships, family, and just ways that we get to know each other and enjoy common aspects of life.
Awesome. So we're going to go to break, and then we're going to come back with our final segment for our Love Huddle, which is one of the things a lot of people look forward to. So each of you are going to give us 30 seconds on how you would get the community hyped up for the new year on the foundation of love. So we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
Who wants free diamonds? This holiday season, as a thank you for shopping with us, Sartor Heyman Jewelers is giving you free diamonds. Now through December 6th, receive a pair of sparkling diamond stud earrings, a stunning diamond pendant, or a gorgeous diamond tennis bracelet for free with your qualifying purchase. We only have a limited number to give away, so once they're gone, they're gone. Don't wait on this one. Visit Sartor Heyman Jewelers, where your gift shopping shines brighter. In Lincoln at South Point Mall, downtown, and in Grand Island on State Street.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, wanting to thank you all again for your continued service. November is off and running. Check this out. Get up to $12,000 off or 0% financing on select new vehicles. We have great lease specials with new Trax and Trailblazers starting at $299 per month and new Blazer EVs leasing for $399. Great payments, discounts, and of course, 0% financing. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All finance with approved credit, leases with $2,500 down.
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger in the mall over a stuffed T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a lame holiday deal, relax in the Black Card Spa with some hydro massage feels. Instead of being trapped at your in-laws, escape to any of our 2,600 Planet Fitness locations. Sign up today for the Planet Fitness Black Card. Just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 6th. See Club for details.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Early break.
There's quite a situation going on.
What?
Jake's been asked to step away on Fridays from now on. They want to break. Young Ben has been dubbed as the curse breaker. He's been dubbed as the curse breaker, and Jake's been asked kindly to step away.
Just for Fridays.
Just
though.
Fridays.
Just Fridays only.
Game
day only. Game day eve only.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. Again, Peter Ferguson And on the ones and twos, Harrison, and just had a drop in from the man back from Hawaii. Looked refreshed, rejuvenated. DP, so happy holidays to he and Rebecca. Always good to see him and appreciate the space. And so as we left, we had each of these scholars talk a little bit about joy in their life, and then also Emily shared about relationships that the BCC brought together. And so she shared, and I was just interested maybe in Ziana, just maybe you sharing just a little bit. Why do relationships absolutely matter?
Relationships absolutely matter because it can bring a bond between two people. So like it can bring like a bond between two people together, and it's just so like they're so meaningful because it can make like they could have just like not known each other, and they could have just been like, what's your name? My name is this, and then it could have brought them closer together, and it could have been like a wonderful experience for them, and then it became into something wonderful, and it determines on like they're going to be in each other's lives forever, or they'll like see each other once a month or something. It's just like relationships matter because that determines the relationships with like other people too. It's not just with like like one person. You have relationships with a whole different person and like so many other people. You have relationships with your family, with friends, and those matter because those are the people that will care about you, like especially your family. Those are the people that care about you. They love you, and they'll always be there for you. So that's why relationships matter.
Awesome. That was, like I said, you just took us to school, to church, to get our doctorate degree and everything. So appreciate that. So we like to end, and then Emily, I want you to tell us a little bit more how people can engage with the BCC with a love huddle. Okay. And so what that is basically you all have the community around you. Okay. Not just the community, but listeners that may be outside the city, outside the state, outside the, in the country. Okay. And you get to get them pumped up and just finish the prompt. Love is, and kind of get them going. So Jacob, I'm going to start with you because you're the basketball aficionado. So you're in that huddle, pretend like the community's your team. How are you going to get them pumped up? You've got that 30 seconds. You're getting them pumped up to go back out on the floor, your basketball team, okay? And the basketball team's the community. So go ahead. What speech would you give them?
Can I pass for a sec?
Yeah. We'll start. Ziana, we'll go back to you. I know you got one ready to go.
So you said like Jacob was on his basketball team.
Yep.
And we're telling like those are the community, right?
Yeah.
So
What would you tell the community to get?
I would tell them like, let's go out there. It's the few couple minutes of the last game. Let's go out there. It's now or never. We could either win this game and just be good sports, and like we can like win this game, go to the next game, or we could either lose this game, congratulate the other team, be happy for them, and just wait till the next game, and we could like next time that we do it, we just practice harder. We go out there and we do our stuff. We play our ball.
You almost sound like Coach Prime. You sound like Coach Prime. All right, Jacob, you ready? All right, what do you got?
Like a couple minutes of the game, we could come out if we're losing by a little bit or something. We could work hard and try to get back that lead. But if we lose, we still can congratulate the other team because they worked hard too. And we'll just move on to the next game and work harder.
Love that. Jamila. All right. So I'm going to ask you to finish this. Finish that sentence. Love is. Talk right in that mic. Love is what?
Kind.
Love is kind. I love that. All right, Emily, before we go, the BCC, I have some personal ties to it, not only just collaborating with you as a more seasoned adult, but also my daughter went to the BCC as she was growing up. And so it was a phenomenal experience, played a role in some of her most pivotal years, friendships that we still keep to this day. How can people come see what the BCC is about and how in this time of season kind of support the things that you're doing and help continue to elevate scholars like these their voices?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are so many ways. Like I said, we have so many programs, so many opportunities. There is volunteerism. There's being on the board. There's always that opportunity to donate. You know, there is just so many ways to get involved in the BCC, and like these kids were saying, and as we pump up 2025, coming into 2025 and continuing to work hard, continuing to see where maybe we have missed the mark or we want to grow and get better, celebrating the good things that we've already done as a community and as a team. And so, right now specifically, I would say the Belmont Community Center, like we mentioned, generational, historic space in our community has never had an air conditioning in our gymnasium. So we are in our
So Jacob's going old school when he comes out and plays basketball.
Jacob's sweating out there.
Okay.
And we're all sweating, honestly, because we all play in there and have a good time. So, but that is just one thing that we are trying to kind of close up and get before summer 2025. We're doing this awesome opportunity where we have, those wall mats, and we would love to have business sponsors and folks represented. Like I said, so many people come in and out of the community center, so many people using that gym. And over 85 years later, our start date was in 1937. So over 85 years later, we would love to have an air conditioning. And we were talking on the way here about how much we just got our basement renovated and how much more enjoyable it is to just have nice spaces to do things and to stay together and feel connected and enjoy one another in relationship and in love.
So if people want to get in touch, give us the website or phone number.
Yeah, BelmontCommunityCenter.org. Our phone number is 402-477-8854. And we're around. We're open 6:30 a.m. to almost 8 p.m. every night. So someone will be around and can answer questions. And otherwise, we'll find you if you don't find us.
Awesome. Hey, I want to thank you, Emily, for everything you continue to give to this community, kind of an unsung hero. I want to thank the three scholars that we've had here today. You guys have imparted knowledge. It's been a great transition into us going into the new year. I want to wish all our listeners and those beyond just a happy holidays, but also just a happy new year as things turn. Be safe, and we'll look forward to you in January of 2025 on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.